silly question, but I'm just curious. I know you don't like coffee.
Yeah.
And I know you don't. And I know you eat cereal in the evening.
Yeah.
And I know you have a son.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And I know you're about early 30s. That's what I've learned so far.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. I think you're really cool.
How come despite the fact that he's apparently memorized every single detail about her, he can't come up with a better compliment than, "You're really cool"? What are you, an elementary school kid? You know what, Sam? I think your Pokemon cards are really cool. Also, she's 30 years old with a kid and a man wants her? Wait till the manosphere hears about this.
I'll tell you, straight up, like, I kind of feel married, like I kind of feel like I am. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh my God. Her facial expression is so good there. It's exactly appropriate for the situation. I don't know if you have to be a woman to tell this, but listening to this, you could definitely hear that she's giving him the "Are you really serious right now?" laugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The audacity that this man has to be creeping on somebody's mother in the gym and he's married.
Yeah. But I don't know. There's something about you that's really cool.
Here we go again with the "you're really cool" compliment. He really can't even come up with something original. Just "you're really cool." Like, you memorize everything about her and you're married. You know how to interact with women enough to be married. And this is the most riz you have? How did he even get one woman is my question. The audacity, the greed to think that he could get two with this approach.
Like just casual, but I don't know if you would have pizza with me sometime or something.
I'm pretty sure your wife is not approve of it.
He really thought that she was going to risk it all for some pizza. I know everyone has standards for what they think is appropriate for a first date, but this isn't just a first date, okay? This isn't just you meet someone and you go on a coffee date. This man is married, okay? This is a high-risk situation. He knows that most women will disqualify him from dating them. So if I'm the guy and I'm going to shoot my shot and I'm a married man, I have the audacity to do it at a gym at somebody's mother, I'm not going to think to myself, you know what would entice her to risk it all? To date a married man? I should offer her some pizza. If I was the man, I would at least be trying to impress her. Like, pizza's not impressive. The woman's in her 30s, she has a kid, and he's older too, and the best he can offer her is some pizza. To take that risk, it just doesn't make sense to me. I'm from New York. I don't want anybody to think that I have a problem with pizza. That is certainly not the case. And I go out for pizza with my significant other whenever, but if you're trying to entice her and impress her, that's definitely not going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I'm glad you're up front, but yeah.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Especially
Yeah,
if you're
exactly.
married, that's like absolutely.
Right. No. That's why I said.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be. Yeah. But I won't say.
You see right there, he should have just left. He should have just taken the crumbs, the very few crumbs of dignity that were left, along with his L, taken it and left. But instead, he chooses to dig his hole deeper. And he proceeds to spill the spaghetti out of his pockets all over the floor.
No. That's why I said.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be. Yeah. But I won't say unfortunately, because being married's good. But sometimes I don't know. Sometimes you meet somebody that just never cares.
You mean like the wife you have at home? I can't believe he actually said that. The lack of self-awareness. His ego is filling the room. Who gave this guy such confidence to say something like that? Imagine being the wife at home and you're watching this video and he's like, yeah. As if it weren't bad enough that he's trying to cheat on you, right? And then fails at it, which is even more embarrassing. Like, there are few things worse than cheating, and one of them is trying to cheat and then being too pathetic and failing at it. But he's already doing that. He's creeping on women at the gym. And then he throws you under the bus and says, yeah, well, I just wish I had a companion that I actually enjoyed being around.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, but yeah, like it's my connection wouldn't be your connection. Because, I'm married.
Hopefully it does lose faith in men and humanity, right? Like, it makes us scared women to ever want to get married.
Oh,
best
for
friends
sure.
are out at the gym doing that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for sure, for
So-
sure.
Did he think that was romantic if he said, yeah, my connection is your connection, and also my wife's over there?
No, for sure. Oh no, I mean, I wouldn't, like, I've not told you, you know.
Yeah.
Up to this point, I just kind of said hi and let it out, and that's it. You know, and yeah. And I was, you know, I was like thinking, really, when you think about it, it's unfair even to like you also. So, well, what the hell? What's the point? You know.
The way he just keeps spilling the spaghetti out of his pockets on the floor, it just never ends. He is unable to make a single comprehensive sentence to her. Just walk away.
I mean, probably the best scenario is, and I'm not saying this would ever happen, but like seriously, if you knew my wife and you know what I mean, like we were all friends, that's different.
Yeah.
But and you actually would like her. She's very nice. Yeah, you'll probably meet her sometime. Actually, you know, she hasn't been, but she does come sometimes. So when we're here and I see you, I'll introduce you. Her name is Georgia.
Behave yourself.
I don't know. I will.
What was he expecting her to say to that? Oh yeah, I'll say hi to your wife sometime. Are you sure you want that? Are you sure you want what you're asking for?
You should just definitely keep it like it has been friendly.
Yeah, for sure.
Please don't kill me. Please just let me work out. Please let me come home to my son.
Yeah.
We'll keep doing what
Okay.
we're doing.
All right.
Ah, the fist bump. Ew. Oh my God. It's so cringy and bad that it's almost like a fine art to how much he's perfected it. And I truly do not know how he managed to land a wife at home. Like, you tested your luck once. You need to stop now while you're ahead.
Good. No problem.
Yeah, feel good.
They
Get
are.
my numbers. Yeah. Okay. All right. See you later.
You're probably wondering what kind of guy would do this? What does he look like? Well, the girl posted a follow-up TikTok. So basically, this guy had a few small talk conversations with her at the gym before, and that's what led up to this video. And then she posts a new clip.
I really didn't feel comfortable blasting his face like that, but I've given it some thought, and I think maybe it's a good idea that I go ahead and show him, just so that if his wife does come across my TikTok, she can see him and it's proof, you know, other than his voice and just a couple fingers in the clip, she can actually see his face. So here he is.
I just wanted to say, have a Merry Christmas.
Like, are you serious? Whose grandpa is this? His little limp wrist wave. God, everything about this guy is pathetic. Based on what the manosphere says about women with children in their 30s and their lack of dating potential, you know, I wouldn't think that Grandpa out here would be trying to risk it all. Grandpa's out here trying to risk his social security for this mom in her 30s. What really makes crusty Grandpa so creepy is that he doesn't take no for an answer. Like, he could have just walked away when she rejected him, but he stood there and kept spilling his spaghetti all over the floor. And not only that, but she gives us some context in this follow-up TikTok about how he had asked her out for coffee, and she said, I don't like coffee.
Prior to that video, he has approached me a couple times. It was small talk. He initially said that I look like an athlete and like I compete, and so it started off really innocent, and then every time that he talked to me after that, it just kind of gradually became more and more. Before this video, though, he did ask me to coffee, and that's when I told him I don't drink coffee. I don't like coffee.
Now, most people would take that social cue of, oh, she doesn't want to go on the date.
Married or not, I was never interested.
But not crusty grandpa here, not crusty, creepy grandpa. He takes it as an invitation to continue pursuing her. If you ask somebody out for coffee and their reply is, I don't like coffee, they probably don't like you. Because if they did, they would probably say something along the lines of, I don't like coffee, but we can get tea, or I'm more of a hot chocolate girl, or let's go do something else. Not just, I don't like coffee. Like, how do you not take the hint? Creepy, crusty grandpa just must be that desperate to lose his social security. I don't know. She mentions that she got some comments about the outfit she was wearing, like the butt scrunch leggings and things like that at the gym. So it's like, oh, well, you should expect that.
And not that I need to justify myself, but I am wearing gym clothes to a gym. I'm not the only girl that wears sports bras and scrunch butt leggings. You know what I mean? Some girls are even in more revealing clothes. And you know what? I've never had an issue with any other man at the gym. Most guys don't even look at me. They're all paying attention to their set, as they should be, and so am I. You know, so I'm not gonna take blame for how he's acting. I think regardless of what I'm wearing, he needs to be disciplined. If you're married, you're married. Don't hit on other girls. That's not what you go to the gym for.
I don't care if she was butt naked at the gym. There's no excuse for a married man to go up to her. I would hope that if there was someone butt naked in the gym, that wouldn't be enough to make my partner just go up to them and pathetically try to cheat on me and then fail to even do so. As a result of this follow-up video, people were able to identify who it was and who his wife was. So they proceeded to contact the wife.
Came back and she said, I believe you now. I want to see the videos. So I sent her the videos and she was in shock. She couldn't believe that he had done it. She's like, he's been by my side for years. He's helped me through all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. I said, I'm sorry. And then I said, I'm sorry I came to you with this information just before the holidays. I wish I had thought about it and waited until afterwards. And she's like, no, I needed to know this. I'm glad you told me.
I would say that's a normal reaction to say that you're devastated as the wife watching that and watching your husband humiliate you in front of the World Wide Web and throwing you under the bus, saying he wishes he had companionship from other women. And I would say that until I heard this part.
But then a few days later, I think he got on her messenger because the vibe changed. And she was like, how many views does her videos have now? And can you ask her to take them down? And this is really hurting him. And he hasn't slept in 24 hours since this happened. All this stuff about him. And he's like, or she said, he told me what happened and I believed him the way that it happened. Okay, you saw the videos. It's happened exactly the way it looked. Then she deleted her account, so I don't know what's happening now.
So she deleted her account, and then there was another TikToker that reached out to her. Now, this first one, she didn't post the messages, so you could say, oh, well, what if she's lying? But it did line up with this second TikToker that reached out to her and got blocked. As they say, no good deed goes unpunished. I can't say for sure what these women's intentions were in contacting the wife, but in my opinion, they're doing the right thing. And if it happened to me, I would want someone to tell me. And my reaction definitely wouldn't be to victimize the husband and talk about how he's crying at night. Meanwhile, your husband is forever associated with you being known as the creepy married gym guy. For the wife's reaction to be to baby him and, feel bad for him, victimize him after he just humiliated you. He should be the one carrying the shame, but still, he embarrassed you. He's your husband, and your reaction is, oh, poor him, woe is him. It's really unfortunate that, for example, one of the TikTokers who spoke up about it and contacted the wife and doing the right thing, in my opinion, by letting her know, what's the response she gets? She gets people commenting negatively about her accent and her appearance instead of, oh yeah, you did a good thing by letting the wife know.
And this last bit I want to put on here is that all you people that want to hate me and say things in the comments, have at it. You can talk about me, my looks, my accent, my voice, whatever turns you on, baby, because you can't bother me. Absolutely no way you can hurt my little feelings, okay? None. I'm Gen X. We don't have feelings. Well, except for hatred. That's it.
It's really a shame that the message that this sends is you don't get any good out of it if you tell the person being cheated on, even though that is probably the right thing to do, that you're going to catch flack for it. There's a lot of people in the world who would have appreciated to know that so that they can move on with their lives and not waste their time with someone who doesn't even value them as a partner. Literally, he doesn't even find value in his wife's companionship. It wasn't even just about the sex. It wasn't just like a oopsie mistake. He premeditated this. He was mentally noting down every detail this woman ever gave him.
But I'm just curious. I know you don't like coffee.
Yeah.
And I know you don't. And I know you eat cereal in the evening.
Yeah.
And I know you have a son.
And then he threw his wife under the bus to this other woman saying,
You know, being married's good. But sometimes I don't know, sometimes you meet somebody that just, you have a crush.
you know, you would give me a lot better companionship. I really wish I could be around someone who could give me that. If it were me, I would have appreciated if somebody told me. I wouldn't want to live with someone like that. Living with some crusty, creepy grandpa that embarrasses you in front of everyone. That is not a life I would wish on my worst enemy. I'm serious. This is literally one of the worst things that could ever happen to me if I were the wife in this situation. I wouldn't want to be the girl either. She handled it maybe nicer than I would have. If you would like to palate cleanse some of your disgust from this video, consider visiting readsoap.shop and getting yourself a hot chocolate candle. It smells like marshmallows and hot cocoa. I always talk about this one because I really like it. I burnt through it so you can't see the marshmallows that were on it, but there's wax marshmallows on the new ones and it's really cute and it makes a really good gift. I help Reed Street design soaps and candles, so I would really appreciate if you guys would go and support the small business that I work with, because Michelle does a really good job at making these and the ingredients are really good. We also started making coconut wax candles if you guys prefer that as well. And it's not just a random sponsorship. I use these candles, I use the soap, I help design it, and I also help with the ingredients because I'm very sensitive and allergy prone. So I really do appreciate all of the support you guys give to that small business that I work with. Thank you guys for watching, and a special thank you to my patrons, including my producer on Patreon. If you would like to become one and support my content, you can do so at patreon.com/BrittanyVenti. Subscribe with the bell on and like the video. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Oh wait, I should give you the limp hand wave that the guy did.